Lego has just announced smart bricks, and we're going to be seeing the first Lego Star Wars wave in March of this year. And well, all jokes aside, if you weren't aware, Lego have just announced 3 new Star Wars sets at Las Vegas's Electronic Consumer Show. They have done it in a really strange way where all we've got is these super blurry photos, so you'll have to bear with me, but let's take a look. The most obvious thing you'll see as soon as you look at the photos is the fact it's only 3 sets, which indicates it's half of the wave. However, there is 4 more photos circling around on the internet which show some other sets. Smart bricks, if you don't know, are going to add additional functions to each set. As far as I can tell, it's going to be either a sound effect, so if a certain building or ship makes a noise, and also the figures, if they're put next to that, will say famous lines from the films. Let's take a look at the X-Wing first, because by far, this is the stinkiest set I've ever seen. Where do we start? I mean, it looks like it's about 1 centimeter long, first of all. If we compare it to the Disney X-Wing, which we all clowned on, you can see it's massively smaller. It's not all bad news. I actually don't dislike the troop transport, train, tram, car, whatever this thing is. It's also nice to see a stormtrooper added because recent X-Wings seem to only have like the Rebellion or the Alliance, so it's actually quite nice to have both sides and you can have some play with that. Carrying on with the list, let's take a closer look at the TIE Advanced. Don't hate me, I actually really rate this set for one specific reason. It's not the minifigures, it's not the side builds, it's because it can do this. Not sure what this is? Well, my guess is going to be a sound effect which will sound probably like... Sorry, I should have probably warned you for the bass boost, but I think if it has those sound effects, it's quite swooshable. It might be a saved product, but as for the X-Wing, I think we all know that one is cooked. I'm going to play devil's advocate. I understand why there are smart bricks. I think in terms of Lego and their products, they sound like a great idea. I just don't think they suit Star Wars. I can understand why City and Ninjago will have them and it will work really well. I just don't think Star Wars needed it. Let's take a look at the very final set we've got so far confirmed, which is the Emperor's Throne Room fighting scene. I really like this one. I think it's a really fun set. It looks like it's going to be quite displayable. I don't think it's been ruined by the smart bricks at all. It's also nice to see what I'd call another duel set where there's 2 characters fighting. We tend to see that only with like Obi-Wan and Anakin, so to see it with Luke and Vader, I think that's a really cool idea. I think they've also done a great job in encapsulating the fact this is set in space because they included the A-Wing, they also included the anti-air cannon, and I think overall that gives you a vibe like it's in the Death Star, and I think that is also a really nice thing. Overall, I've got such mixed feelings about these 3 sets. I think the TIE Advance has got some cool functionality. I don't think it's terrible. I think the X-Wing is stinky. I think the Emperor's Throne scene has some positives. It also has negatives like they all do. The Lego Star Wars space is certainly changing an awful lot and not massively in the right direction. I think we're going to have to see how 2026 plays out. I'm really hoping for some killer Master Builder series or UCS sets to really kind of re-up the scene because at the moment we are pretty down bad. However, I am positive. I still am a massive fan of Lego Star Wars, and I'm sure you guys will agree that once they kind of iron out this awkward phase, we're going to see some killer sets again. Until then, peace.